memory area to do transformations on the columns. Okay, we are having two types of cursors: implicit cursors and explicit cursors. What is implicit cursors? If we are doing the transformations or selecting or doing any insert, update, delete on single row, okay, that we can say implicit cursor. Examples of implicit cursors are what? All DML operations: insert, update, delete, and select into class. It is also fetching the single record only, right? So that is the implicit cursors. All these functions will, all these classes will work on single rows. Okay, those things we can consider implicit cursor. We don't have any control on the single, means while updating the record, do you have any control on that one? We don't have, right? We are not doing any loop or we are not giving anything. Simply we are giving. Once we execute means automatically it will get executed. If the table is not locked, okay, automatically this will happen. Okay, with implicit cursor. What is explicit cursor? We have to specify the statement to fetch the records. We have to give the external memory. External memory means RAM memory only, but not in the execution statement. Means insert, update, select statement. We are not specifying in externally that specific memory area and all. That while selecting the data or we are inserting the data, while updating the data, that time itself the memory is allocated for that. Okay, but explicitly we are giving the memory with declaration. Okay, we are specifying some area to fetch the data, okay, in the declare section. So we are having explicit cursor means we are having some life cycle. We need to follow that steps to use that memory area. First we need to specify the we need to declare the cursor and need to open the cursor. After that we need to fetch the data from the cursor to our local variable, and after that we need to close the cursors. Okay, that's what cursor life cycle. Next we are having cursor attributes. Cursor percentage is open, cursor percentage found, not found, and row count. When this is open we'll use when we want to, means we are having n number of lines of code in the our package or procedure, anything. Okay, we don't know where it is open. Maybe if that we are fetching the data very fast. Okay, that record you have to use till end. So that time if you want to close that means we need to use by using is open cursor attribute, we can close that one. Okay, next percentage found. Cursor percentage found and not found both will use for the to fetch the records. If we have the multiple records of data, if we want to fetch the record by record means by using these two attributes we can control the loop. Okay, we need to specify the cursor conditions and all. Okay, next cursor percentage row count. What it will do, it will fetch the complete count of the cursor, how many records it got fetched with our cursor. Okay, that is the cursor row percentage count. Next we can eliminate the explicit cursor lifecycle completely by using just by declaring the cursor externally, and by using for loop completely we can avoid that one, open loop everything. Okay, by using simply we can specifying the index in the cursor. Okay, that we take care of all the steps of the explicit cursor lifecycle. Next, in last class, what we discussed? We discussed about parameterized cursor. What is parameterized cursor? Can anybody tell me? If hard-coded values means if you want particular department ID, okay, that you can declare in the cursor definition. Means cursor name is select star from EMP, where that a department number equal to 10. Means we are hard coding, but specifically we are giving the 10th department, but we don't know that department ID. Okay, but that input we need to give at runtime. Okay, even not at runtime means Based upon the some other value we want to give the value means we will fetch the complete details of the uh, DPT table, and from that we will pass the department ID. Okay, that time means what is that? The value, second value of the cursor, second cursor value is result is depends on some other values. Okay, that time we will use the parameterized cursor. It will take the input from the some other value and it will fetch the result. Okay, this is what parameterized cursor. Next, today we'll start the exception block. If we consider the what is PLSQL, it is the block, how it will build. It is the block wise. Okay. Here, if you see in the definition PLSQL, first will be the declaration section. Okay. Here it can be named or unnamed, doesn't matter. Next, begin clause will be there. Begin clause implementation statements will be there. Next block will be exception, means if we got any errors in this one. Okay, what it will PLSQL block will do, we got this and this error. Okay, so we cannot able to process, but in real time we should not get that result. We should get the system should not fail. Okay, maybe based upon this result some other jobs will be running. Okay, we need to take care of some means that errors manually. Okay, how we can handle that one means by using exceptions. We know some errors may get previous to this one. We may know what errors we will get. That errors we can handle in exception section. For that we are having exception block. Okay, that's what the intention of exception block. It is error or warning. Error means it's a directly exiting. Okay, warning means what? We can define two ways error exceptions. Okay, one is soft error, one is hard error. Hard error means we are getting error and we are coming exiting from the execution block. PLSQL execution block means what does mean? So we cannot able to proceed further. Okay, warning. You know right what is warning? Even though it will show some warning, but still we can proceed with that one. So these type of things we can do with the exception block. Okay, how we can do that one? We'll explain later. Okay, this is the exception block. We are having three types of exceptions. One is predefined exceptions, user defined exceptions, unnamed exceptions. What is predefined? Predefined means what? Oracle itself defines some errors. Okay, that we have to take. System will take care of that one. If we specify the predefined exceptions. Okay, that is how we will write the exceptions means already I have shown right. By using exception block, we need to specify in the when clause simply when and exception one whatever your exception you are handling that you need to mention here, and then that statements will take we have to write. Okay, when others also there right means by default exception handling we will use the when other block. Okay, for that corresponding statement will be written in the exception block. Okay, this is the syntax of exception handling, and predefined exceptions will start. Okay, predefined exception. Oracle by default provided many exceptions in that these are mainly will use in real time. Okay, I guess already I discussed many things in the executing the loops and selecting to class and cursor. Okay, all the time all the places some errors we are getting. I told some errors are mandatory, some errors you should be aware of, you should be know mark. Okay, means this error may interviewer will ask, or these errors definitely will face in the real time. Okay, if anybody worked on select into class, if anybody did practice select into class. Hmm? If you are done selecting to class means, if you are practiced means definitely this error might come to know. No data found. If you are already I have shown also when no data found error will get. If you are specifying the value is not there in the table, that time what will happen? we will get the no data found. I will show in the practically. Okay, we need to set the server out, server output on. Okay, declare underscore emp number. What is here? Number type begin, and we need to do right. The syntaxes and all you have to by head. This is one time. Okay, what is the syntax of select into class? Select let's assume we are selecting the salary. Salary 2 into what? V underscore salary, right? Okay, we can consider V underscore salary. Okay. From which table? We need to specify the table name from EMP where EMP number equal to 7899. Okay. Let's consider whether we are having this or not. We don't have that one. Okay. We'll give the with positive values. Okay. First, after that we'll see the error. Okay, 7839 is there, not the double nine. Okay. Now let's see. We are selecting the employee for the employee number 7839. We are fetching the value. Okay, salary and displaying somewhere. Okay, dbms output underscore line. I am displaying. Okay, salary is b underscore salary. Right. Let's see. What is the error? Output is missing. Okay. Salary is it is displaying as a 6,000. Okay, for the 7839. Let's assume I will give different. Here the employee ID is double nine is not there in the employee table, but still I am giving the same value. Let's see what will happen. Okay, I am getting the error. No data found from the objects. 01403. No data found error we are getting. Action is there was no data objects from the maybe in the due end of the fetch means it is fetching the salary value from the employee table for the employee table. It is searching, there is no data for that. If you show to business users, they won't understand this one, what is no data found, what they will consider. So you have to specify that error in business way. Okay, how you can tell in English manner? Can anybody tell me how we can tell in polite manner? Hmm? Okay, so what we have to do, we need to take care of this 1403 error. So for that, Oracle itself provided error this statement. Okay, if that error no data found got, we can specify the business way no data underscore found. Okay, what is the syntax? When clause we need to use when no underscore data underscore found. Then how you can write the polite manner same value. There is no employee in the table. Okay, at least he can come to know that me by seeing that error message. There is no such employee in the EMP table. Okay, or in the organization. So that what he will understand business person. So we are giving wrong number. So we should give some existing employee number, like that he can understand. Okay, let's see. See, now it is showing output like this. Error it got, he got. Now also will get error, but in different way. How will get? See, procedure is completed successfully, but we are displaying the polite manner. So there is no such employee in the organization. With that employee ID, there is no that one. Okay, let's assume some e-name you can consider. Okay, e-name you can give instead of giving hard coded, simply you can give at runtime. Okay, v underscore e-name. Okay, this should be var char2 of what type? How much character you can give? 100 characters. Okay. See here, if you give some Miller, okay, how we can pass that values? Simply we can pass the e number, right? What you can do? This you can give at runtime. We can give runtime name, e employee name. Okay, this will pass runtime. So you can give that ve name, right? V name. There is no such employee in the organization with this name. With this name. See, we will set this one. Let's first with some positive values. Okay, Miller is there, right? Okay, so Miller is not there, can be declared. Okay, we need to specify this one. We need to pass the values in single quotes. Okay, it is fetching the records. We employee that salary is 3000 for the Miller. Okay, again, if you want, you can use this one. You need to specify the characters, right? Characters means we need to pass the in single quotes. That's way. So for the Miller, salary is 3000. Okay, we'll give the negative values. I will give some Rama. Okay, Rama is not there in EMP table. Okay, let's try to fetch this one. So Rama is not there in the organization. So business user, by seeing this error message, what he will consider? So we need to give the correct employee names. Okay, in that way, business users will understand that. You understood, right? No data found means what? Whenever we are selecting the data from the table, if the value is not there in the employee table, not there in the particular table, this select into class will throw the exception, will throw the error. What is that error? No data found. Error is what? 1403. But we are not getting that 14 is the Oracle error, that or whatever is error message we are getting, right? That we are not getting. That everything we are suppressing. We are suppressing into our business polite manner. Okay. In like this, we can handle the exceptions. This is one of the exception. You got or not? Why exceptions will use? Guys, you have to answer. To handle the error condition. Yes, to handle the errors. Okay, to show the business error, business persons in the simple, in the polite manner, will display. We will suppress the error message. We will display in a polite manner. What we can use? We can use the exceptions. Even if we don't know the this, we can add few more things on top of this one later. Okay, once you understood the exception topic, even this one also we cannot no need to display. Again it will take the input, and again we can pass to the this query. Okay, like that we can do many things. We'll see after this one. Okay, next, anybody tried with some different values? Means we'll see. Select star from EMP. There are two. few people are getting same salaries. Okay, if you tried for the this employee ID who is getting 1250. Okay, let's salary equal to 1250. If you tried like this means employee names who is getting 1250 means you might come to know that one more error. The VE name. Okay, that will do. Here you can display the VE name. E name is this is one. Okay, let's see. Same. Still, we can keep this no data found exception. What error we will get? Okay. I will clear the screen. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is I am giving randomly. Okay, what error I am getting? Exact fetch row number more than requested number of rows. What select into class will do? Can anybody tell me? What select into class will do? Hmm? It will fetch only one record, right? But with our statement, what is happening? We are fetching two rows. Salary equal to 150 means we are getting two names. But actually, what select into which class select into class will do? Only one row only can able to fetch. Okay, so this time also we'll get the exception. What exception? Exact fetch returns more than one requested of number of rows. Means we need to specify that one. We need to handle this error. 1422. This error is you can remember. Sometimes 1403 is important. Sometimes this error also will get. Okay, regularly if the developer are in the regular errors now whatever is there that interviewer will ask what is the number of no data found exception. Okay, like that. This will get rarely, but you can remember these errors also. 1422, what is error? Exact fetch returns more than requested number of rows. Means what it is doing, we are fetching the two rows for the particular salary. Normally select into what it can do, select into class which can fetch only one record. Okay, so that if you are getting more number of records means you need to handle. Okay, what is that error? What is that exception? Exact fetch too many rows. Simply you can mention the too many rows. Too many rows. This is the exception name. We can use this one. These are all predefined. Means Oracle provided exceptions. Okay, we are fetch. So you can mention that error message as a we are fetching many rows. Please pass the correct value. So now you won't get the exception. Okay, and now you won't get the error if you handle the too many rows. Okay, let's see. I will clear this one. See, simply it will suppress the error messages. It will show the this error. Whatever you have written this one, okay, you can write any para also. It will return. Okay, this error message will show. If you are going and entering a wrong password, what it will show? You are entering wrong password. But actually, in Oracle, in ATMs also, we'll use this one only, right? Oracle. Transactional basis means we are using Oracle only. Anywhere in banks or anywhere. Okay, originally in backend that Oracle messages are different, but whatever that showing error message is right, that is different way. Okay, for them it will show please enter correct password, please enter correct OTP, like that it will show the some error, this exception messages. What are that? That completely all are this one only. Exception by using handling, exception handling, they are showing the error messages, they are showing the warning messages. Okay, if you are attempting three times, one time you have entered wrong password, what will return? Already you have completed, so you have entered one wrong attempt. Please enter correct OTP or correct password. Like that, you will get messages. How you will get in backend? They will design the that error messages, that warning messages, everything in the exception block. Maybe that count, handling, everything they are storing into different value, different temporary storage or different tables for particular IDs and all. Okay, per day. If you are entered for one day three times wrong password means your account will block. How they can do? Simply they are maintaining the separate tables, and this by handling the these exception messages. Okay, this is the too many errors. Backend they are maintaining the select into clause only. If you are getting the more number of records, okay, to handle, they should handle this too many rows. You got or not this exception? Nothing is there. If your select statement, select into clause is fetching more than one row, that time you will get too many rows exception. You need to handle with too many rows exception. That's it. So you won't get any error. Simply you can show the business error. Whatever you have written in the English state, this is nothing, right? This is English statement. Simply you can write whatever you want. That error message you can display in the screen. Okay. Next exception is what? Zero divide. This is completely rarely will get in real time, but still earlier just now in SQL class I have shown, right, some Pushpa asked that question, if we got if we want to do some percentile and all. Okay, that time we got one error, zero divide. What does mean? If anybody observed that one, if you are doing one by, any value by zero, what value will get? Mathematically 1 by 0 is what? Can anybody guess? Except exponential, right? E value they will show. Except exponential value means unlimited something to that value is there some different. Okay, that we cannot define. We cannot divide the value with any number by zero. That you understood or not? This you know or not? Can anybody do the calculation? Select 1 by 0 from dual we need to use, right? From dual. What it will return? Divisor is equal to 0. See error 1476. Means what does mean? We cannot divide the values with the 0. You can give any value that will do. Okay, select 1 by 1 it will do. Okay, select 1 by 2 will do. Okay, but we cannot divide the value with 0. Okay, divisor is equal to 0. So same error we'll see. Let's, this is not come in the select into class. If you want you can hard code this one. It's from dual you can. Okay, where class not will be there. What? Dual will have only one value, right? Okay, simply 1 by 0. Okay, any value by 0, if you are giving like that means what you can get, what v underscore value. Next, if you want to display this value, there is what? Okay, first we'll start with some 10 by some 2. What you will get? Let's see. Okay, you are giving correct value for dividing. Okay, can do or not like this. Usually PLSQL VE name, that is character where you are displaying that VE name. Yeah, here you are using, that's why you are getting error without specifying the this one. If you want, you can remove this one, no issue. Exception block also you can remove. Okay, PLSQL program is executed successfully. Value is 5. Why? 10 by 10 will divisible by 2. That's way it will show the result. Okay. Let's assume instead of 2, you can pass the 0. Let's see what will happen. I will clear the result. Okay, what you are getting 1476. 1476. Same error I got. I guess yes. We cannot divide the value with 0. Okay, same error you are getting. Okay, in real time how this error may come now. Let's assume this is assigned to some other value. Okay, v underscore input, somewhere it got assigned to some that number. Okay, that number is assigned to, the value is assigned as a 0. Okay, in real time rarely will get, but there is a chance. The real time scenario will be that value will be v underscore in, it will be some with some variable value. Okay, let's assume this value is assigned in some, let's 1,000 lines of or 1 millions of 1 million rows statements are there. Somewhere this value is assigned as a 0. That value is assigned to the division operator. So what will happen? You will get the this error division or equal to handle this exception. You need to use the division divide by 0 exception. Error will be 0 divide. That error will be there. That exception will need to handle when divide by 0 divide. Then you can display your message whatever you want. Simply you can display in the polite manner. We cannot divide the value. We cannot divide the number with 0. Okay, like that you can display the messages. Let's see, earlier we got some oracle error, right? So let's see now what we'll get. 0 divide must be declared. Some divide by 0, I guess. Divide by 0. Some exception I have wrongly written. Divide by 0. Wait 1 minute. Some error in my statement. Zero divider. Why that is not showing? Zero divide. Zero divide. Identifier. Zero divide. Spelling is what? 1 second, guys. Zero divide exception. Oracle. Zero underscore divide only. No, yeah, can divide spelling D I V I D E. Okay, sorry. Zero divide only, but spelling is this one. Okay, error you will get like this. You have to specify this zero divide. Okay, now you will get it. It got executed. Okay, let's see. We cannot divide the number with zero. Okay, you are not getting any error. Program got executed successfully without any error. Okay, like that we can handle the zero divide function. Next, same way we can handle all this function. When invalid cursor will come, can anybody tell me? Already we have discussed all the cursor errors. If you are not declaring any cursor, still you are using still try to use that cursor, you will get the this one, right? I will copy any cursor statement. Okay, open cursor is cur underscore emp. Okay, fetch cur underscore emp, fetching to right v cursor emp, close the cursor. Okay, let's we can declare this variable to get that error. Percentage row type. Okay, we'll try to use that cursor. I have not declared the cursor, but still I want to use. So what error you will get? Invalid cursor. We'll see. We are not cursor emp. Okay, here table type you can emp percentage row type. We can use this one so that you can come to know that error. Cur emp must be declared. What error you got first? Invalid cursor. In which case we got? Can anybody tell me? Again, this statement you can write. Error you will get. How we can write the cursor statement? Cursor remp. Sorry. Is select star from emp. Okay, invalid cursor means already cursor is closed, but still you are using. Okay, what error you are getting? Cursor invalid cursor. Okay, that time you have to use the when invalid cursor, invalid underscore cursor, then simply you can display the error messages. This is a developer mistake, invalid cursors and all. Okay, simply you can write the business user ignore. Okay, there is a error in the code, that's why you are displaying this one. Cursor spelling CUR. Okay, this error you can ignore. Simply normally what it will be there now, it will be there some continuous statement so that you can continue the process that will handle in here by using exceptional outer block inner block that will be there, that we'll discuss later. Normally this we won't get error real time also. This error we can ignore this one. Simply we can handle this in invalid cursors and all in the outer blocks so that that error will not come to know. Okay, we won't show anything to business users. But to handle this one, Oracle provided this invalid cursor state exception. Okay, next exception is what? Hmm? Cursor already open. Okay, what does mean? Can anybody guess? If cursor is all here, invalid cursor when it will get. If cursor is already closed, still you want to open that one. Still you want to close that cursor means you will get that error that cursor. Next, let's try to open one more time. Already it's opened, but still again you want to you are opening. Okay, that time what error you will get? You will get the cursor already open. Doesn't matter by seeing nobody write like this, but by mistake some code is there like that. To handle that error, we are using this predefined exception. Here what is it? Cursor already open. That is syntax. Exactly we can copy that one. Cursor already open. This also you can ignore like that. You can display in the error messages. Okay. Want you can copy in the. And now this error is not getting. Okay, cursor already open. Simply we'll get the ignore messages. Now, one more exception is there, predefined exception. Invalid number. These two errors, two exceptions are mandatory. This regularly will face these errors in the real time also. Okay, invalid when you will get the invalid number. I think already we come to know this section error. Where in this is invalid number. If you are trying to pass the character number values to character values means what error you will get? You will get the invalid number. Let's see same program what we use for the select into class so that we can come to know that one. Okay, otherwise you can define here itself. Okay, let's this open syntax and all correct. Okay, there is no cursor something and all here. Okay, cursor statement is there. Here we'll pass the employee number where emp number equal to 7839, right? This is there, right? Where yeah, 7839 is there. First we'll pass with the positive means uh, available employee number will pass. After that we'll try to fetch the values emp number comma. Okay, not comma, we need to give concatenation operator. I will display the name. Okay, name and e-name. I will display employee number and e-name. Okay, with this one. Let's see. Okay, script output I will clear and I will execute this one. I can able to fetch the 7839. Okay, name is King. I can able to get the employee details. Let's assume here I am pass employee number is number here, but I am passing the correct employee number ID. Okay, let's will pass in the single quotes. Can anybody guess what will happen with this one? SQL, you know, right? Casting. If you, even though you are passing the single quotes, what it will do? It is since we are having all our numbers implicitly it can convert. Okay, it won't give any error. Okay, see it will fetch the records. Why? Because this is pure number. Implicitly, it can system can able to convert. It is a number, purely number. That's why number value will assign to emp number. Let's you can pass the to the employee name column. What will happen? Ename is what type? It is character type, right? So for characters you can pass the number. Let's see what will happen. If you are passing correct values king, you can get the result. Okay, king you can get the result. You can get display the result also. Okay, now you can pass the, instead of values you can pass the some number 987. Okay, some 7839, right? 7839 values there. Let's see, you are getting the, we cannot okay, one second. Let's, we'll close this exceptions and all. Okay, what value you are getting? Invalid number. What does mean? So we are having the ename is character but we are passing the number, it won't allow. Okay, let's see. If we are passing same value in single quotes, it will take, but there is no value with 7839, so it won't, we won't get any result. Okay, why? Because with it will, it is implicitly sorry, not implicitly, it's already we are passing the string, it will compare and it will fetch, try to fetch the records. With now we are not fetching, not giving any character values, directly we are giving numbers. So what the system will take care, what system will do, it will try to assign the values to ename, but we are passing number, it won't consider, it's an invalid number, we should pass the correct output. Like that we will get the exception. In real time this will get many times. Normally this errors and all, we won't pass hard coded values all the times, it should be variables only. Somewhere that value will be assigned to this value. Okay, we what they will do somewhere. Okay, means v underscore ename. Okay, where to of type. Okay, somewhere some with some other cursors or somewhere. Okay, this value might assign to that value. Okay, what we are passing here, v ename, right? Underscore, it will be parameterized cursor. Okay, you can use the parameterized cursor or not. P underscore ename cursor, here we can pass that value. P underscore ename of what type? Varchar 2. Okay, here simply you can pass the v underscore ename. Like that values will be there. This value will be assigned to somewhere. Okay, due to some other cursor or whatever it may be, you can assign the values 7839. Okay, in real time scenarios will be like this. Somewhere the value will get in different variables. That value will be passed to cursor or some any statement. Even you can get in the other statements also. If you are assigning the value v name, you are defined as a character type. Okay, v name, where it is, here defining the character, here itself you will get the error. Okay, hard coded value, right? Let's see, you will get the same error. Encode simple, somewhere some syntax error is there. Okay, we name where character of unknown. No need to specify the length. Same error will get normally. Okay, this value, this is, it is converting here actually. If you are passing this value means we are, system is taking as a character, that's why it is not giving error. But real time, if you are assigning the values, any number values to particular value, okay, v name, it is character, it is implicitly converting while assigning the values. Okay, try, you can do in different way. To underscore number, here what I am trying to say is, just if there is any mismatch in the data type conversion, that time you will come to know this error. Okay, real time many times we'll get this error. Okay, to number, again it is converting into varchar because it is, you are declared as the varchar2, that's why it is assigning like that. Okay, but you will get that error. Earlier we saw, right? To handle this one, you can specify the exception called invalid number. Okay, if you write that program invalid number, you won't get that error. Invalid number, enter the correct number. Like that you can display ename equal to some 7839. Now you will get the error. Okay, we'll remove it. Okay, enter the correct number. Like that you will get error exception messages. Next, what is one more predefined exception? Value error. Actually, value error will get in two times, in two places. One is the buffer length is more. Okay, yeah, let's assume the character length is here. You are assigned 10 characters, but you are getting 100 characters. For the means more than 10 characters you are getting. That time you will get the buffer is too small. Like that you will get exception. If the conversion issue means character to number conversion issue, that time you will get the sorry. That time also you will get the value error, numeric or value error only. Okay, that error message should be like this: character to number conversion error. Like that you will get the exception. I will show you that example. Let it be this one. First one is character to number conversion. Okay, let's assume here VE number. Actually, V employee number is what type? Number type. You are passing characters. Okay, as per the statement, some ABC characters you are passing. Let's see what value we get. See, V and VE number we need to specify. This is type of what number? Okay, value or numeric or value carry error. What is inside that error? Character to number conversion error means we are converting the characters to the number, that it cannot possible implicitly. If you are passing the number means it will consider. Okay, you won't get any error. Okay, why? Because implicitly it can do the conversion, but you are passing the characters, this won't happen. So this conversion will get the error. For handling, what you have to use for this one, you can handle the exception called value error. Value error only, right? Value error, yes. Simply you can use the value error. So what it will do, enter the correct number. Like that I will display the error message. So value error only, value number, sorry, this is value error at the number. You will, it will get execute successfully with some exception message. Enter the correct number. Like that you can get. One more thing, uh, one more I have shown, right? The number length is different. Okay, character string buffer too small. Okay, let's V number is there. Here you can display, you can create character data type only. Where char to off, some you can give some two characters. Okay, but you are passing some extra miss length is more. Okay, let's see what will happen now. Okay, I will remove this one. Earlier what we got number to character conversion, but now we'll see what error we'll get. Error is numeric or value error only. Number is 6502, but you are getting error message as character string buffer too small. Okay, for this one also you can handle with value error only. Okay, you will get system, and now it got executed successfully. Okay, enter the correct number. If you want, you can specify the length of the characters should be the length of the employee name should be two characters since we are specifying the length is 2. Okay, so you will get the same error message. At least you can able to understand that the employee name should be two characters, like that we can come to know. Okay, if you pass some ab, it will take and it will show an error, but there is no error, but there is no values. Okay, that's way we won't get any error. Here we are comparing the value with employee number, right? V number where we are using just some assigning, we are not using anywhere, that's why we are not getting that one. Okay, here VEMP number means this you can come to know. Okay, like that we'll handle the exceptions. We won't show the any error messages to the business persons. This you understood or not? Predefined exception, how it will work. Guys, you have to answer. If you have any doubts, you can stay back. Otherwise, we'll close the class. Nothing is there today's class. Just you are handling the some default errors with Oracle provided exceptions. That's what's today class. Okay. Tomorrow we'll discuss the user defined. These are all predefined. Oracle provided these exceptions. Tomorrow we'll discuss user defined exceptions. There are actually we are having three steps. We need to declare the exception and we need to rise. After that, we can handle the exception. That we can see tomorrow. Actually, in real time, this is the key role. Normally, we'll use the this user defined exceptions only. By using this one only, we can say whether warning messages, whether we need to consider or not. We can give one more chance. The like that we can define this one. Okay, this is with this one we are not doing anything, just we are changing the error message, we are suppressing the error messages, and business users we are displaying in different manner instead of that ORA numbers and all. Okay, these error numbers you should remember. Rest, just you can take care of that error messages. Okay, this is the predefined exceptions. If you have any doubts, you can stay back. Please answer if you have any doubts. Hmm? Predefined exceptions. Okay, if you